quickly check that the sound is actually working for once. Is the sound working for once? It does look like it's working, maybe. Let's just check that, and that's good. And desktop audio is good. Right, okay, looks like it's all working. Hello, everybody. I'm a bit late, sorry. We're in the practice server. Yeah, we're in the practice server before it does the matchmaking. It's working good. Hello, Paul. How you doing, buddy? You alright? Welcome to Nick's Sim Races on a circuit he's not that familiar with. Week 2. Actually, no, last week was alright because it was Monza. This week is Zolder, which I have raced in ACC a while back. And I say a while back, like I mean like 2020. It's, some years. So here we are. About to go sim racing in a place I don't know very well. So I've just done my 90 minutes with the Apex boys. It was good. Oh, you were here until Liam Slipstiff Mystery Tour. Yeah, I know, right? Why do you organise it when I'm streaming, the cheeky what's it? Stealing my viewers and all that kind of malarkey. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so I'm probably going to suck, to be honest. You're not going to miss... What you're probably going to miss, Paul, is me sitting in the pitch being repaired. Because it's really easy to just die on the chicane and crash into the wall. The first chicane is uber death. Hey, Glenn. How you doing, mate? What? Got any drink and snacks ready? I've got your drink and snacks ready. Cool. I'm out of drink, but that's probably for the best. I'm going to do this race and then I might have a brewski. Oh my god, the strength of field is insane. It's a 2k strength of field. We are going to get absolutely dicked. So I don't know if you know, I am your viewers. Yeah, cheers, Liam. That is literally true, though. Sadly. Well, no, I mean not sadly. Obviously, I appreciate you, but like Meredith's make up like 33 and a third % of my viewers. So welcome to Zolder. I don't even know where is this circuit. Is it? What country is it in? I should know that. That's terrible, isn't it? It's in Europe. How rude. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. So this is like the death chicane in Gran Turismo because it just tries to kill you. And then this chicane is also horrible. And then this is kind of nearly full throttle, but not quite. And then this is kind of downhill, so then here you have to brake a lot earlier than you think to get it turned in. It's a lot of fun. It's in Belgium. Oh God, shouldn't read chat. Look where I'm going. Yeah, I thought it was in Belgium. But then I doubted myself and thought, is it in Holland? Unfortunately, you've got a deadline to hit. Are you doing sim volume, please? Don't know what you mean, Glyn. Is the game not working? Is it not giving you sound? There you go. Should do now. No? I do love the way that this stuff never works properly. Oh, I've got it turned off. Why have I got it turned off? That's weird. There you go. Should be working now. Right, let's go and do some quali.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit. All right, Nick. We've got 2 laps to set a decent time.
So I guess with this insane strength of field, what we want to be looking for is probably just finishing in the top 10. I mean that's got to be that's got to be all we've got to hope for. Third time's a charm. I don't know what it is with PCs. They drive me nuts. But like, why is it that the settings seem to change, despite the fact me not changing anything? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just cursed. Yeah, so we want to go for like top 10, that's what we want. Not necessarily in quali, I think that's going to be pretty unlikely. I think we just want top 10 in the race, that'd be nice. Right, first calling up, and Paul Meredith message deleted. What on earth did you say? I hope it was nothing too impolite. Oh, that's an off track. Well, the first lap's not going to count then. Don't really want to start from the back. Oh, this is going swimmingly for a first lap of quali. Well, it is the first race of the night. Let's not too overexcited. Let's see if we can actually do a lap without getting off track. That'd be a good start. By the way, my best lap ever is a 31.4 so far, I think. Uh, 32.3 even. So yeah, I'm miles away from the front running pace. Let's just get a time on the board and worry about everything else later. That was actually about the best I've ever done that chicane.
Fastest lap for Muller, 1:31.11.
That was horrible. Oh well. a second first.
B13.
P13, and I think we could have maybe got maybe P10. So you know, not terrible. Ah, you're right. I did turn it off so the intro sound was good, and then it affected all of the rest of the scenes. Honestly, OBS is such a mistress. Such a mistress. Maybe I need to delete that part from that scene. I will investigate later. But as long as your intro sounded good, Paul, that's all that matters. Right, well, there we go. P13. Rubbish. But, you know, look, that's one iRating we'll get, currently. Right. Not anymore, we've gone down a spot, we're losing 7 iRating. God damn it. Vladimir Dugord. You cheeky what's it. Anyway. What we want to do, we want to just focus on not death. That is the key for this week, as is always a week when it's a circuit I don't know. Next week is Spa, so that's going to be a case of focusing on not dying, but mostly not off-tracking to oblivion. As Liam is well aware, it's off-track central at Spa. How's everyone's week been? Alright? Mine's been miserable, frankly. It's been shite. I'd quite happily not repeat the first 2 days of this week.
That's the end of the session. 14th.
On the plus side, I am doing some real motorsport on Friday. I'm quite looking forward to. Doing a sprint day at Kerbra in a car. I say in a car because I don't actually know what car I'm going to do it in. Because none of my cars really work. My MX-5 is still being painted by the insurance company. My RX-8 is leaking all of its fluids all over the road outside the house. And my Mini doesn't have an MOT or tax. And so that basically leaves the Cinquecento. So the slowest car I own, and also the one that is in the best condition, pretty much, because it's a semi-show car, is the only one that is in a fit condition to do a sprint, and it is like the least sprinty car of the cars that I own. Although it is the most fuel efficient, so I mean I'll be able to drive to Kerbra, do a sprint, and drive back on about 30p's worth of fuel. Slight exaggeration, probably about 20 quid, but it's ridiculous. I reckon I could drive to Kerbra, do the sprint, and drive back on less fuel than it would take me to get halfway to Kerbra in the RX-8. Sinclair, I had forgotten about the Sinclair. That's an interesting curveball you've thrown in there, Paul. I could take the C5. I reckon on a full charge it'd do 2 laps of Kerbra, maybe 3, with all that throttle. There's a lot of pedalling, probably, and it would guaranteed to be the slowest vehicle there. It also only fits in one of the cars that I own, which is the one that doesn't have an MOT or tax. So there's also that. I don't own a roof rack for the RX-8. Right, where are we? We're on the, oh god, we're on the outside for turn 1, not ideal.
16 laps. V14. The track temp is 27. The air temp is 18.
Right, let's do this.
Okay, Nick, go.
Okay, there was some accident going on.
Hold your line. Clear left. Left side. Clear left. Left side. You're in the middle. Clear right.
There's an incident in turn 3.
Car left. Hold your
I'm
line.
not entirely sure how we're still alive.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear all round.
How are we still alive? Don't know.
What the fuck,
There's
buddy?
an incident in ahead.
Sorry, man. My bad.
I mean, again, luck
Why are you holding gas? What the fuck?
luck is on our side for that particular section.
Stupid kid.
Right, from here on out then.
Sorry, mate. Unbelievable.
This is a full-on drive to not die scenario.
6th place.
So anyone who's faster who comes up pretty much gets a free pass just to drive straight past, because I just don't care at this point. If they're considerably faster, congratulations. They get a go straight past. Right, so what I've got to do is basically
Sector 1 time is good.
let's concentrate. That's what I've got to do. How many laps I've got? 15 laps! Oh my god. Okay. I will read chat, but only in very periodic
What the
moments,
fuck?
because this track is a little bit stressy.
The leader has just done a 131.70.
So we are basically well above where we have any rights to be. So we're just going to chill and see what happens.
The gap behind is now 1.8 seconds. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 2.
Okay. We've survived another lap.
P6, sectors 1 and 3 are 0.44 off the pace. Sector 2 is 2/10 off the pace. The guy behind has just done a 131.91.
that chicane, basically, I just gotta not get excited. And not throw the car into the scenery. That's what I've got to do.
Sector 2 time is good.
Because scenery equal bad.
Okay, Nick, the next car is Turnbull.
Skid.
That lap was at 1:32.06. Sector 1 is 0.34 off the pace. There's an incident in the hairpin.
Whew, okay.
Car right. Clear
That's
right.
fine, mate. You have it. You absolutely have that. You were flying.
Come on, don't let him get away.
Stop it, stop it. I'm faster than you.
So the plan is still the same.
P7.
See if we can, I mean, staying with this guy is going to be, I think, virtually impossible. That's not my best corner on this circuit. I'm actually pretty good through there.
The gap in front has increased to 1.2.
That was terrible. That was bad. Skidding is bad.
That lap was at 1:33.01. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Shape, my man. How you doing? Welcome to Nick. Tries to remember which way Zolder goes.
Pay attention to track limits, please, Nick.
Oh, I will pay attention to track limits, Jim. I just have to remember which way the goddamn circuit goes. you prefer this to the other Belgium circuit. I mean, it's an opinion. I said this the other day somewhere, can't remember where, but I think Spa is overused in sim racing.
The gap ahead is now 3.2.
Oh, there's an apex in there somewhere. Yeah, Spa is everywhere. Every sim racing game. Oh, we've got Spa. Hey, look, Run Sport. Woo! Oh, look, we've got Spa. Well, great. But
The car behind is reeling you in. The gap is now 2.8 seconds.
so I know the car behind me is reeling me in, Jim. It's because everyone died at the start, and I am a million miles out of where I should be.
Alright Nick, we're halfway home. We estimate 8 laps remaining on this tank. That lap was at 132.95.
Clear's lap here, yes. The Clios would 100% be amazing here. Agreed. Oh, that'll post my fastest lap.
You're
One
reeling
whole
turn
2
one.
100ths.
The gap is now 2.2 seconds. You're pretty slow through the second chicane. Good lap. That's your quickest today. Sector
Cheers, Jim.
0.34 off the pace.
This back marker better not do me over. He says by locking up.
7th position.
Clear right, car right, clear right.
Thank you very much, man.
I'm going to say, right, this is a pretty good combo. It's not a bad combo. This car's a lot of fun. And
Stewart's
off
track.
track.
Cutting the track. Keep it between white lines.
And this circuit is
Behind catching. The gap's now 1.2 seconds. He's quicker than you into the hairpin.
This car's pretty good fun on these sort of circuits. I have to say, like, there is a bit of an obsession in the Porsche Cup community to race the old, you know, the popular F1 circuits and your whatnot, and all that kind of good stuff. But actually, I always think this car goes better at the more clubby type circuits. So your likes of Knock Hill, Alton Park, those sorts of circuits, and I'm now going to add Zolder to my list of circuits like that.
Stay between the lines, please, Nick.
Where, you know, lots of elevation changes and bumping around, and just really suit this car.
Gone out of track limits, keep it between the lines. Use all the track, force them to find the gap. 8th place. Come on, push like a bastard, we'll get this guy.
This guy's quicker, not interested in fighting. Did nearly kill him, I lifted a bit hard then. Ah, Shape, you're asking too many questions in chat and I can't read fast enough. I need a bigger chat screen. I will get to you at the end. Wow, that's just a straighty bit. Set the last cane, that hole. Again. Oh, what, a Spa? Or...
You're gaining on this car, the gap is 0.8. Track limits, watch those lines. You need to slow down, give back some time.
Right, 5 to go. What's the gap behind? 3 seconds. Need to try and at least keep them behind me by not driving like a plum. Oh, I've got to stop getting off tracks as
Okay,
well.
Nick, you just cut the track.
Oh, you're right for spamming, mate. That's fine. It's just I've got a...
You've got about 4 laps of fuel left.
I've got my phone in a phone holder as the method for reading chat, which is totally not ideal because I can't really see it that well. It's small. And also, I'm idiotically got the brightness set really low, so I can barely see it. I'll turn the brightness up for the next. I need to put it in old man font, so it's like super large now, so I have to scroll.
Sector 1 is 1.1, off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.38, off the pace.
Sector chat there.
The gap behind is now 2.8. 3 laps of fuel remaining. Sector 3 is 0.6, off the pace. front is now 2.3.
I maybe could have kept this guy behind me actually. Maybe letting him pass was a bit foolish, but right, 2 to go.
2 laps left, 2 laps of fuel remaining. The lap time was at 1:32.64.
I have definitely murdered the rears. They're not really doing the grippy thing anymore. They're more interested in doing the slidey thing.
Within the track limits.
This is why my safety rating is garbage. Oh, don't look up there. Oh no, I can see the guy behind. What's the gap? 1.8. Okay, that's alright. That is manageable as long as I don't act like a total... spanner. Oh look, there's another half track.
Track limits, keep it between the
And
lines.
I am... They're like Pokemon, I've got to get them all.
One more lap to go. This is the last lap of fuel. The guy behind's reeling you in. The gap's now 1.3. Quicker than you, entering turn 2.
Oh, he's nearly in the suck range. Oh, I outdid him through the chicane. Breathing down my neck. Oh, there we go, another 1x. Let's make it 10. Nice, good number. Hey, well, I will take an 8.
P8. Well done, mate. Good finish.
Right, let's watch what on earth happened at the start, because that felt like the world's luckiest start. It was frankly ridiculous. Fire chase, right. What do we want to do? We want a bit more. No, not that one. Bad. Nicholas, that's not the right one. It's this one. No, it's this one. That one. Right. I mean, this was carnage. That was a death. Just missed that one. Locked up a bit there. Then there's this little gaggle here. Then I locked up again, and I nearly went into the back of that guy, and I was like, oh god. And I think it kicked off again here. Yeah, that guy went through, and I thought, well, he can have that because he had the better line. But then I think we were like 8th or something at this point. Oh, it'll tell us, won't it? Oh, 14th. Oh wait, that can't be right. Yeah, thank God Irish does model flat spots, 100%. Rensport does. Basic Ollie did some testing by turning the TC off and locking up and then trying to drive with a flat spot, and it was hilarious. Like, his rig was trying to unrattle itself to pieces. It was brilliant. So yeah, I think we were like 8th at this point, and then I think there was... Oh, yeah, that's right, there was a big flump here, and I just drove round that gaggle of cars, and that was P5. And then I just went a bit backwards from here, but that was fine because I knew a couple people would catch me, and I made a couple of mistakes. But for my first ever iRacing race at Zolder ever, I'll take that. It's not a bad result. Yeah, that crash at the hairpin was absolutely hilarious. I mean, that's iRacing gold, that is. Like, it turns him round, he crashes into him, and there's just like a massive car park, and everyone just bundles in, and there's a huge accident. Oh, it just keeps going forever. Amazing. Good times. Good times. Good times, iRacing. Good times. Yeah, I'm going to have to save that replay. That feels like that's a... that's one worth keeping. So let's have a quick butchers at the results for that. That is not that. That was the practice. There we go. Standard, lost loads of I rating, gained some safety. Gained some I rating, lost loads of safety ratings. Second from top split though, not bad. And what was my lap time like? Terrible. So I was ranked like car 18 or something. So I was about the lowest I rated driver in that race. Very close to the bottom. Anyway, cool. Right. I am gonna smash on my Be Right Back theme, and I'm gonna go and make a cup of coffee. So as the title of my slide says, I will be right back. See you shortly. Oh yeah, I should probably unmute my microphone rather than talk to myself for ages. Yeah, there's the Mini on it. And I know I'm such a pro, right? Like, you'd think after all these years of Teams meetings I'd have been able to unmute myself. There's the Team iRacing and then there's the Mini on it. What I need to do is get some THR SimSport mugs made and then I can have that. I was in a Teams meeting earlier with one of my bosses, and his Teams meeting had decided that no matter what buttons he pressed it was not unmuting, and he had basically had to quit the meeting and come back again. What an exciting world we live in. Right, oh, that last one was open. Amazing. I didn't even notice that last one was open. I assumed it was fixed, so I didn't even add the quali setup or anything. I totally paid no attention. I genuinely thought that was the fixed race. What a plum. What a plum. So yeah, so we'll we'll do the fixed one now. Would be fun. What did the Discord results bot say? Let's have a look. The Discord results bot said that my average lap time was arse. Oh, mate, I still need to send you those Skeletrix things, so I'll get some THR SimSport mugs made, and then I'll rebox the Skeletrix, and I'll see if a mug makes it to you in one piece. Yeah. So if you just go to bot playground, let's see if it. God, can't even spell my name. Don't know if this is like readable on stream. It should be. So if that was Porsche Open. There we go, 161st out of however many thousand people doing Porsche Cup Open. Wow, happy days. Look at that, is abysmal. That was Sebring 12. And then it's just a slow slide into mediocrity. But look at that, we're in the top 31% of iRacers. Glorious. Right, anyway. Enough Discord. But I am in love with that Discord bot. It is the best. Alright. So I don't think I've driven this car on a fixed setup at all. So let's see what it drives like. Oh yeah, I was going to turn the brightness up on my phone, wasn't I? There we go.
Intake 6 clear, push. There's an incident in turn 1.
Never laugh at a man who crashes on the pit exit, because we've all been there. Or person, even lady. Driver. You should never laugh at a driver who crashes on the pit exit. We have all been there.
The leader has just done a 133.88.
I find this drives better on the fixed setup. It might actually. Just iRacing things, yeah. I mean, to be honest, that was the F1 at the weekend, right? Like, you could literally clip that restart and make it look like a Twitch stream and post it like Photoshop on, or like use a movie maker to put on like as if it's in Pablo's stream or something, and people would believe that was an F1 sim stream and not not an F1 race. If I had the time, I'd be half tempted to actually do that, but I don't. Oh, look, this car does actually handle very well on the fixed setup. I bet it's running more wing than the Apex Racing Open setup. You laugh at yourself. I mean, I laugh at myself all the time. No one else is going to laugh at my jokes.
Incident in turn 2.
I'm like already nearly a tenth up on this setup.
There's an incident in the hairpin.
Oh, I would have been up then. I screwed up the hairpin.
There's an incident in turn 1, P2. Sector 3 is 0.44 off the pace. Sector 1 time's okay. You need to watch the track limits.
Yeah, I thought that might be an off track. Both literally and figuratively. I was pretty much in space.
There's an incident in Xbox. That's a new fastest lap for Cruise, 131.71. There's an incident in turn 1.
Is that a 31?
P4.
Dead.
The guy behind has just done a 133.65.
Well, that's my first 31. I mean, it was with an off track, but you know. Hey Jaddy, how's it going, buddy? You alright? Are you on your way to school? Or college? Or educational establishment? Oh yeah, Shape, you're right. It would have to have the F1 theme played poorly on recorder. Oh, we've got 3 minutes. I'm going to enjoy my coffee before quali starts.
The leader has just done a 129.46.
29? What the dickens? Oh, first week holidays. Yeah, of course, because it's Easter. I forget, not being a parent of humans, only a parent of furry animals, that school holidays exist. I used to know, because I'd drive to work and go, oh, it's quiet today, and then realise it's because all the kids are off, which meant parents have to take them to school, which means the road's quiet.
Sorry.
Hey Stu, oh no, what were you racing in to retire from lap 2? I'm assuming it was some kind of turn left affair. Was it IndyCar? Oh. Jaddy, with you and Shape in chat, that makes like... Oh, now I've got 9 people. And when it was 8, that would have been like 25% of my audience were from the other side of the planet. And, you know, I quite like stats like that. Someone didn't hold their line. What circuit were you actually? I've been having fun in the Porsche. I'm not very fast around here. It's an interesting circuit, and the first race was somewhat carnage. Oh, I don't know Kansas. Anything about Kansas? Isn't that like where Wizard of Oz? Isn't the girl in Wizard of Oz from Kansas? That's terrible. I don't really like that film. Judy Garland. Anything I really know about that film? I don't know where I read this, but apparently the snow was made of asbestos. Which, if you don't know, asbestos is pretty carcinogenic if you breathe it in. And they basically just covered them in the stuff to make it look like snow. Obviously, they didn't know better at the time, but that's pretty bad. Shape is that shocked face for the asbestos fact. It's pretty bad, right? But you know, it was I don't know 1950s that film. Again, I don't know much about it other than that terrible fact. But they didn't know any better. I mean, the other side of this door. I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing. Wait, where's my finger? The other side of this door, there's a sheet of asbestos that runs all the way from the top to bottom because this used to have our boiler in it before we moved the boiler into the kitchen. And as is practice in British building in the 70s when this was built, 60s, 70s, they just covered stuff in asbestos because it's fireproof. But the inside of this door is grey asbestos, which is kind of not as bad as the white stuff. It's only bad if you break it and it's in one solid piece. Nailed to the back of this door. I didn't nail it. Pre-nailed. Yeah, I'm not going to go smashing it up, and I was going to take a hammer to it. I mean, this door stays mostly shut. In here is all of our camping equipment and assorted empty boxes of Lego. Yeah, we'll use it for hecking snow, indeed. But yeah, it's mostly camping equipment, which is where all our camping stuff lives. Which is why the rig's here, because it's blocking a cupboard that doesn't really get used very much. Plus, this thing's on wheels, so you can just flick the paddles up and move it forward, and then you can open the cupboard and get in. And that's why it's got a weird grate on it, because it used to have the boiler in it. Right, where are we at? Another 2k off. Wow. iRacing is really, really giving me the love this evening. So again, same as the plan for the first race. Let's try and finish in the top 10. That'd be handy. It's a 2.6k driver. Well, I'll be charged up with quality caffeine for this race.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 26 Celsius.
Need Cassandra here and her love of coffee. Jaddy, what are your plans for Easter holiday, mate? Are you just recovering from the Grand Prix, or have you got some other stuff planned? You should do a stream. You've not streamed in ages. Not a fan of coffee, then. It's a thing you get, like, I tell you, beer, coffee, olives. These are all in the list of things that you don't like when you're younger, but as you get older, suddenly seem to taste nice. For no discernible reason. I can definitely remember as a kid drinking beer and going, why would anyone drink this? And now a cold beer is amazing. No, not olives. It's weird when you're a kid. Like I think a lot of it's to do with you don't like bitter stuff. Anything that's a bit bitter, I think you just don't like as a child. And beer quite often has that kind of like bitter aftertaste, which is, as an adult you really enjoy. But oh man, I love olives. Yeah, I mean I used to be a fully paid up member of the tea squad, right? I would only drink tea. Coffee was for losers, and
You're all clear. Stay behind the line. We've got
I don't really
2
remember
laps. Let's get this done.
when I switched to drinking coffee. But I only really drink tea now if I'm not feeling very well. I find there's something very restorative about a cup of tea. That sounds very British. But if you're feeling poorly, a cup of tea has very soothing properties. So if if I'm feeling like really stressed or anxious, or I've got like a cold or a flu or something, or I'm recovering from something, like a cup of tea hits a spot that coffee can't. The rest of the time, when I just need a hot caffeinated beverage, these days I'm all about the coffee. And
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now
What caused me to change? I don't know.
Celsius.
Maybe I watch too many American TV programs and watch them drinking their coffee. And I think it makes me look cool. Nothing makes me look cool. Bit of understeer there. Let's get to try and heat in the old Tyrenos. It makes me look pretty cool. In fairness, it makes me feel pretty hot, and not in a sexual way. In a good lord, it's warm under this thing kind of way. In the winter, it's great. It's like walking around with your own personal scarf for the whole of winter. In the summer, it's definitely not the greatest thing in the world. Okay, that was good. Alright. I'll read your thing in a minute, Jaddy. I lost all that great time I made up, but we're still doing alright. I was way too hesitant into there. And I fluffed up that completely. Alright, let's go for the next lap then. That chicane's really hard because you come over the left-hand crest, or you come over the crest and you're into the left-hander. You're going to start bleeding on the brakes as you come to the end of the turning zone for the left-hander, which is really difficult because if you're too early, you lose loads of time. If you're too late, you do what I did just then. Which is end up overshooting horribly. Let's try not do that this lap. That'll be good. Oh, no, well, we're starting from the back then. Hey ho. That is the end of quali. Blah. Something about lures is super deep. Yeah. Right, what's Jaddy said? Don't have many plans for the holidays. Going to a restaurant tonight for dinner. Nice. Whereabouts you going? and then spending time with family for Easter. That's about it. Trying a new karting place next week. Cool. Where you going for dinner? Anywhere good? What sort of food?
New fastest lap for Carlson, 1:32.30.
Oh, that's really sucky as well because on a good lap I could have been like in the top 10 with my qualifying pace. But as it is, we're going to have to fight our way from the back.
The leader's just done a 1:30.87.
So just got to try and not lose iRating. That's the plan for this race. Just try and break even on the old iRating and maybe some safety rating. I don't really care about my safety rating because as long as my license is above a C, I don't really give a monkeys. Because I don't do any A-class racing or B-class racing for that matter. I only do Porsche Cup and the endurance races. So license don't really. I'm always amazed at people who manage to have an A4.99 license. How they have the accuracy to go fast and never pick up off tracks. It's mind-boggling. I don't fancy the what? The quad blue bragging rights. Oh no. I don't really care anymore. I think when I first started iRacing, I cared. I do care a bit about iRating. Just because I want to be better than 2. Not 3, just better than 2. I feel like that's a fair enough aim. To be in like the top kind of 20%, I feel is where I should be based on how much time and effort I put into it. Anything more than that is never going to happen because I don't have the hours and hours to put in the practice. Like anyone who's over 3k, I think probably spends a good number of hours on iRacing every single week, and I just don't have that time. And then once you get that good, then you maintain. Some of the pros, like they do so much hot lapping, and then you go and look at their. I did post it up on my Discord the other day. I think I posted Kevin Ellis Jr.'s stats for this season. Like he's done like 3 official races, but is like a 9k driver or something, or 10k driver. Because once you get to that point, all they do is practice laps, barely do any officials, only if they need to top up their iRating a bit, or they're doing the special events. In fact, I think his only officials this season have been special events. So yeah, that is my iRating story. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Like the highest I've ever been was 1.9 something, like 1.198 something, I think, and that was during like I had some time off work. Oh my god, I'm leaving 75 if I finish here. And that was during some time off work, so I was just beasting a load of races. My aim this season actually is iRating related. It's just to try and finish in the top 400 of both the fixed and open Porsche Cup. That's basically the top 10% of Porsche Cup roughly, because there's about 4,000
Robert.
driving in each. Bit more in. I think one of them seems to have like a chunk more competitors than the other. Yeah, mainlining the Mazda. That was originally, before I started driving the Porsche, Stuart, that was kind of where I was going to go, was just drive the Mazda all the time, because I do love the Mazda. Really need to do some more rig modding. Need to put in some strengtheners down here, because it's got a bit of a wobble on. It has got like 3 times the weight it's supposed to have on the top section, because I've mounted my PC to the back of the. You can't see it obviously, but there's a PC bolted to the back of this monitor, and it's not a small PC, it's a hecking great big thing. Which is, and this monitor stand is rated for a small monitor. Hello, Liam. Did you enjoy your Gran Turismo session?
Mateus Carvalho, take it easy, please.
You missed a great first race. It's very exciting. This one, it's possibly going to be exciting, but for all of the wrong reasons. Is that the ART rig? Yeah, it is the ART rig. ART. I need to put in, because I got all the weight on it. I need to put in some bars that go from the wheel stand bit. Now I've got the position set up. The bolt to the bottom bit, and that'll take out all of the wobble. It'll make it a little bit
Track
harder
temp is
to
27.
get in and out
The air
of.
temp is 18
But to be
Celsius.
honest, I don't really
P19.
care about
Get
that.
ready, mate.
Right, here we go.
Green, green, green.
On your left. Hold your line.
There's an incident in turn 1. You think it might Carlson?
Clear left. On your left. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left. On your left. Still there. Clear left.
Well done, Nick. Good start.
Alright, we'll take that. That was alright. Where are we? 14th, I think.
Incident in the first chicane.
Oh no! Too much gas over the... Oh dear. I nearly took advantage of a terrible situation and then ended up in the terrible situation. I think we're actually last. Oh, we're not quite last. Well, there is some work to be done from here. That nearly panned out really well. That was nearly as exciting as race 1.
Incident in the hairpin. There's an incident in Xbox.
Well, there's a load of cars going into the pits. That's a relatively good sign.
There's an incident in turn 2. There's an incident in turn 1. P16.
Right, let's see what we can do from here then.
You're a tenth off the pace in sector 2. The leader has just done a 131.71.
Oh, not spin there, that'd be good.
Incident in Xbox. Yellow flag. Stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines. The car in front is pitted. P15. sector 2. Carlson behind is increasing. It's now 0.9. Okay, Nick, you're gaining on this car. The gap is 0.9. They're slow into the first chicane. That's a new fastest lap for Carvalho, 131.36.
Slightly overheated the rears there. Whoa, it's really sketchy leaning on them after overheating them like that.
Sector 1 is
On your right. Still there. Clear right. Left side. Still there. Still there. Clear left.
You think P6 has gone off in the hairpin?
Right. Bit of clear road in front of us now. It was productive, Liam. Oh, that's good.
P14. Okay, Nick. Hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes.
What have we got on the gap? 10 seconds? Yikes.
There's an incident in the first chicane. It looks like a brick. Yellow flag. There's an incident in the hairpin. The leader's just done a 131.41.
Are we going to get anything more other than it was productive, Liam?
13th place. Sector 2 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. The gap in front has increased. It's now about 12 seconds.
Send it. I'm trying,
2 tenths
Daddy.
off the pace in sector 1. You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 10 seconds.
We've got a big old gap.
Incident in the hairpin.
We've got a big old gap to the cars in front, so we are realistically hoping for some
It's just
mistakes
done a 131.21.
from those in front of us. What I really want is an iRacing neutral race, to be honest. Whoa. Well, I'm not going to do it doing that. Wow, this is going to be a race to forget.
B15. There's an incident in turn 1.
Just overtake me. I have so much aero damage for hitting you.
That lap time was 1:33.78.
Oh, for God's sake.
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Nick.
Who'd have thought I was actually quicker on this setup than the other setup, and yet I'm managing to throw this race in the bin. Ugh. Oh well, actually it's lapped cars that have gone past me, so it's not all bad. When I say that, like it's a good thing that people are unlapping themselves around me. Definitely feel like I've got some front end area damage.
The gap in front is now. There's an incident in. Tell them in box.
It doesn't feel like it wants to turn in. Oh well. Let's see what we get to.
Okay, Nick, that's half distance. Fuel levels are fine.
I just need to hope really that some people fall off in front of me, but I think by this point most people, there's no decent battles going on really, looking at the field spread on the track map, which means there's unlikely to be many big battles going on.
Gaining on the guy in front, the gap is 3.7 seconds. 15th place.
No.
We just cut the track. Incident in the hairpin. Looks like it's Bill Joan.
Sorry, I'm being very quiet. Concentration is real.
Okay, Nick, gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. There's an incident in the hairpin.
Right, that's one back. Seven seconds up the road is the next victim.
The driver in front of us is Carlson. Okay, Nick, push now. We can catch up here.
I mean, we can't catch up Jim, he's actually going faster than us. Ever the optimist is Jimothy. Let's just get some more X's just to
Just had a warning for cutting the track.
really finish off today.
incident in the first chicane. The leader has just done a 131.00. You've pulling away. The gap behind is now 5.8 seconds.
Oh, that's another freebie. Was it not a freebie? I thought it was. Just
Pay attention to track limits, please, Nick.
add some more X's onto the list.
The gap to Carlson ahead is increasing. It's now 8.8 seconds. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. New fastest lap for Bruce, 130.94.
Two to go.
2 to go. Sector 3 is 0.39 off the pace.
The key to a good lap time here is that chicane. And this one. When I was looking at VRS, I was losing over a second just through that second chicane to the quick guys, which is, you know, in racing terms, a country mile.
There's an incident in X-Box.
Oh, let's have another X for the collection.
We've been warned about track limits.
White flag.
One more lap to go. The gap to Carlson ahead is now 8.4 seconds. V14. right, Nick. We've just cut the track.
12x? Wow, this is going to be
There's
cracking.
an incident in the hairpin. It looks like Carlson. There's an incident in Xbox.
Oh, that race could get in the bin, that's rubbish. I mean,
E14, that's the finish. Well done.
I don't know why you well done me, Jim. That was atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. That's what it was. Nice race. Never don't give up. Yes. Yeah, bad quality did not help. You are correct. What's the time? 20 past 10. Yeah, I've got to go to the office tomorrow, so that is me done for this evening. Thank you very much for joining. I'll probably stream again over the Easter weekend because I need to get a better result in that fixed race for the championship. I mean, once the results in, if we go and have a look, won't be in yet. Yeah, it could have been worse, but I mean, it's pretty bad. It was pretty bad. How many championship points was it? Not very many, 40. Mate, a pleasure, Shape. Always good to have you about, buddy. Did it count that race yet? No. But yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of happy where I've done with Porsche, not fit a Porsche Open, but I need a better racing fixed for this week. So I need to come back to that at some point. So probably over the Easter weekend. But yeah, thank you for joining. Oh, look, there's the results popping in to the results bot. No, I didn't want to click that. I wanted to click that. So, look, was my average time so slow it's not even on the chart? Yeah, it was a 36. My average lap time was so slow I don't even make the chart. Sad. Yeah, still up, net up, iRating. That is true over the day. That is true. But yeah, that was a bit sucky. But my best lap as well was a 31.8, which is like my fastest I think I've ever been. Hang on, let's go and have a look at the results. So like a 31.8. How did that compare? So I mean, like I had good pace. I mean, this guy was super quick, but I had pretty good pace. It was just a poop race. I did too many mistakes. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, it is what it is. But there's not another fixed race now for another hour and a half, and I'm sure as hell not staying up that late because that'll be like midnight. So yeah, thank you very much everyone for watching. I will be back at some point over Easter weekend to do that fixed race and maybe something else. Who knows? But yeah, catch you later and look after yourselves. See you again soon. Bye.